Hello everyone, this is T-Bird Bricks with another video. In anticipation and excitement of the new modular just revealed for this year, I decided to do a ranking of the current 19 modulars that have come out since 2007. Note that this is just my opinion, so no need to take this too seriously. Now let's get down to the countdown. At number 19 we have Market Street, which came out in 2007 at 1,248 pieces for $80. This set has an interesting history, not starting out as an official modular, but instead part of the factory line and was designed by a fan from the Netherlands. Another interesting note about this modular is that unlike just about every other modular, Market Street doesn't have any particularly unique figures or prints, and you can pretty much just part it out on Bricklink, which I've seen a few people do before. Now as far as modulars go, this one is just okay. It's hard to believe this set to be a Market Street of any kind when it doesn't have a market, just a few food stands in the front. That along with a blank patio and back area really hurts this set. The interiors are also non-existent. The facade is really the only nice thing I have to say about this one. At number 18, we have Cafe Corner, which was the very first modular from LEGO, debuting in 2007 at 2,056 pieces for $140. This set has some great build techniques like a 3D facade and interesting parts usage for the build, like ski pieces for the storefront. But ultimately, while the facade and coloring are great, the interior is non-existent, very similar to Market Street. One thing I can appreciate is that the back of the box for this set recommends buying multiple copies to make a massive version of Cafe Corner, going as far as combining 6. Merging multiple copies of a modular is still a tradition that lives on nearly 20 years later. At number 17, we have the Grand Emporium, which came out in 2010 at 2,182 pieces for $150. This is the 5th modular and 2nd corner build from LEGO. I love the spirit of what this set is trying to capture, which is a marquee department store. The billboard and escalator, which runs from top to bottom, are both my favorite parts of this build. But ultimately, the fantastic facade completely drowns out any semblance of an interior, creating an unbalanced setting. At number 16, we have Palace Cinema, which came out in 2013 at 2,196 pieces for $150. The 8th modular in the series and the 3rd corner building. I love the car build and the movie posters and screens, but I do hate that they are stickers. Plus, the actual build itself is conceptually confusing. It's as if LEGO's merging the early 20th century movie theater design with the LA Chinese theater design, and it's a mix that doesn't mesh as well as they would have thought. At number 15, we have the Pet Shop, which came out in 2011 at 2,032 pieces for $150. This is LEGO's 6th modular as well as LEGO's first split modular, meaning it's a 2-in-1 build being the actual pet shop and the residential building next door. Certainly not the best modular, but I really appreciate the attention to detail of what an actual townhouse and shop would look like in a city, including bay windows, a storm pipe, cellar doors, and an elevated 2nd floor in the townhouse. And being able to split these into 2 gives you the variety for arranging them in your city. At number 14, we have the Corner Garage, which came out in 2019 at 2,569 pieces for $200. This is the 14th modular and 5th corner building. I love the pickup truck build and the garage doors that roll open, but other than that, this modular's concept is just all over the place. While I do love the color contrast between the dark orange and the white with green stripes, this modular just fails to blend with the other modulars before it, which is a big miss considering the point of this series is to build an entire city over time. Also, the idea of a gas station and auto shop being right below a veterinarian's office is just very strange to me. At number 13, we have Town Hall, which came out in 2012 at 2,766 pieces for $200. This was the 7th modular in the series and at the time debuted as the biggest modular in the collection and celebrated the series' 5th anniversary. There's certainly a lot to like about this set: the architecture, beautiful pillars that hold up the facade, a functional elevator, and the storytelling of the build, being the couple getting married. At number 12, we have the Green Grocer, which came out in 2008 at 2,352 pieces for $150. The facade is an absolute winner for this build, and this is the first modular featuring a rooftop patio, which adds a nice charm to the set. Being the 3rd ever modular for LEGO, it's refreshing to see the actual interiors featuring a grocery store. Although the interior is a tad cramped, it's still a welcome feature. At number 11, we have the Jazz Club and Pizzeria, which came out in 2023 at 2,899 pieces for $230. Both facades of this build are excellent and bring so much character to any street. I also love the actual club and stage for the performances inside the Jazz Club, but I think there's a bunch of missed opportunities to this build, including the upper floors that could use more life and story and better customization to the minifigure selection. And now bringing in our top 10, at number 10 we have Assembly Square, which came out in 2017 at 4,002 pieces for originally $270, but then eventually up to $300. This was the 12th modular and used to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the series. This was also the largest modular before the Natural History Museum came in. And this modular is vibrant, spacious, and boasts so much to offer in terms of different shops and stories to tell throughout the build. A marvelous build, but what hurts this build in the long run is its consistency and detail. The bottom floor is tremendous, offering everything from a water fountain and outdoor seating and nice storefronts. The middle also has great appeal, but the top floor and roof just don't provide much and ultimately feels disconnected from the rest of the build. At number 9, we have the Fire Brigade, which came out in 2009 at 2,231 pieces for $150. Being the fourth modular from LEGO, you can really see where they improved from the previous years. The facade is a great classic firehouse, and the interior has so much life to it. I love the side builds for the kitchen, the ping pong table, as well as the garage entrance and fireman's pole. A lot of thought was put into this build, as well as the design for the fire engine. At number 8, we have the Bookshop, which came out in 2020 at 2,504 pieces for $200. The 15th modular in the series, this set and the Pet Shop are the only modulars to date capable of being split. This set is charming, colorful, and provides so much for a city build. I also love the characterization you get from the minifigures, and the ability to split into two buildings on their own creates a lot of customization that makes a neighborhood great. And at number 5, we have the Parisian Restaurant, which came out in 2014 at 2,469 pieces for $160. This was the 9th modular in the series and nothing short but a pure class build. Not only is the outside and the facade really great, but the interior is certainly the best compared to the modulars of its time. The storytelling is just a work of art. And speaking of work of art, I can also appreciate the fold-open hatch where you can peek into the artist's apartment and see their work. The detailing of this set is spectacular as well. There's the easel, cast iron oven, dumpster that opens, Murphy bed, and outdoor seating for the restaurant. This set nearly has it all, as the only flaw I can see is the amount of unused studs in the back of the set. At number 4, we have the police station, which came out in 2021 at 2,923 pieces for $200. This set is a great build that can stand tall with any other modular. The donut shop has a nice coloring, which pairs very nicely with the stoic classic police station. And of course, the biggest attraction of this set is the story behind the donut thief escaping the police jail and committing more donut thefts. This build from top to bottom is peak storytelling for any modular. At number 3, we have the Downtown Diner, which came out in 2018 at 2,480 pieces for $170. This modular is special for both its coloring and minifigure selection. The teal we see throughout this build is the first time we've seen teal LEGO bricks since 2008. Furthermore, this is the first modular to have new and improved faces and prints on the minifigures, having moved away from the blank stares of classic figures. This modular has it all, from a stylish facade to decorated animated interiors to great build details, including the classic pink sports car. At number 2, we have the Boutique Hotel, which came out in 2022 at 3,066 pieces for $230. This modular is a gorgeous corner build that celebrates the 15th anniversary of the modular series. This modular itself gets just about everything right. The coloring experiments with different shades of nougat, which is great, and the facade and architecture are impeccable. And not only does this build perfectly blend an art gallery and a hotel together, but this build can mesh well with any other modulars as well, making it a spectacular build in any LEGO city. My only nitpick is that the lower hotel rooms are a little cramped and don't have a bathroom. And saving the best for last, at number 1, we have the Natural History Museum, which was the second modular to come out in 2023 at 4,014 pieces for $300. This set just barely edges out the assembly square for largest modular in the series, and both the alluring facade and detailed roof are guaranteed to stop anyone in their tracks and draw their attention. But the impeccable detailing doesn't stop at the outside. The interior of the museum is an absolute delight in storytelling, build styles, and an abundance of history exhibits, including Easter egg exhibits that call back to LEGO's earlier days. And let's not forget the Brachiosaurus, which is a really great build experience and easily the star of the show for this build. So that's my ranking for every modular that's come out so far, and man, it's been quite a run for LEGO's modular run. 19 great modulars, great in their own way of course, and here are my rankings for them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Be sure to let me know what you agree with or disagree with, and what of course is your number one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and of course, have a wonderful day.